Y'all ready? I got an exclusive for y'all today. We about to go in. We about to go in. It's that time, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Come on now. What's up, Jamie? Thanks for tuning in, girl. We about to get into this latest because y'all know every day I sit down to get into the headlines so that I can write out anything I need to know about tomorrow's show for Daily Flash. I'm your boy RichieSkye. Subscribe to this channel. We go live here every Monday through Friday at 12 noon. Now, you want to hit the subscribe button because I'm going to be bringing y'all the latest and greatest in news and entertainment as we are going to talk about them on the show on television. However, I'm going to give it to y'all first before we actually get to it because we can just do that on this show. It's YouTube, so we can do whatever we want. All right, so let's dive into it today. Today's topic, what we got going on here is some more Jussie Smollett news. Now, y'all know we have been covering this story on Daily Flash, but we've also been covering it a lot here on this channel. And today we got a new bit of information. And it's coming directly from Jussie Smollett's lawyer. Now, as you guys know, all the charges against Jussie have been dropped. The charges have indeed been dropped. But again, the prosecutors do not consider him innocent. This is an interesting turn of events. Now, you also know that the Chicago PD and the mayor's office and all of those people had no idea that the prosecutor was going to drop the charges after he was indicted for 16 counts of felony. Now, they were surprised by that. They still think that he's guilty. They're in an uproar about this entire situation, and they claim that the investigation has been whitewashed. Well, speaking of white, now Jussie's lawyers have claimed that the assailants could have been wearing whiteface. I'm gonna let that sink in for y'all. Do y'all know what whiteface looks like? Dave Chappelle used to do this skit when he wore whiteface. I don't know what show it was on. Was it on Dave Chappelle show? Was it Saturday Night Live? Whatever. You can see the photo that I pasted, that I've used as this as the right, exactly. as the thumbnail for this to actually get an idea of what whiteface is. So now this is a really bizarre explanation. Now, where she got this from was one of the brothers. What is his name? Anyway, one of the brothers, apparently there was a photo circulating of him in whiteface, I guess doing a monologue because, you know, the man wants to be an actor. So apparently, yes, they are saying that this man could have been wearing whiteface. Now, I want to know what y'all think out there. For those of you who are watching and for those of you who will watch, what I want to know, do you think that Jussie is innocent or guilty of this? Again, he has not been, the charges have been dropped, although President Trump is saying that the man should still be prosecuted. So we'll take that for what it's worth because we can't really comment on that. But yeah, so here's the thing. Now, apparently, the other reason that the lawyer is claiming that Jussie was on the phone with these two brothers betwixt those hours in the early morning was because he was consulting them about his nutrition and his food intake for whatever he was preparing for, because y'all know they say that $3,500 that he gave to them via that check or money order or Venmo or whatever they gave it to him as was for the purposes of training for something, I don't know, something in the role, or I don't know what he was training for, something, I don't know. You think he created the storyline? Yup, Trump, guys. Listen. I'm just giving it to y'all like the people are saying it. But here's the other thing. What I wanted to tell y'all, Maybelline said she was saying people file false police reports all the time, and that's true too. That's real true too. I guess my point is for y'all, like, this lacks a level of believability for me. That's really what it does. It just lacks a level of believability. Like, I don't care if you think about, let's think logically about this. Come on now. We know, unless you got a face full of white on, If you do a crime, always do it in cash. Yes, if you about to do a crime, please use cash. Please use cash. Don't use a check, a personal check, or whatever you got on you. Don't leave any paper trails. Not that we know. They're trying to make an example out of Jussie. Well, you know what's so funny though? Let me ask y'all this: did y'all believe Jussie or not? Let's answer. Boom, Jamie, I got it. Total lack of believability. Well, a lot of it, because I feel like we side-eyeing everybody. Oh yeah, well, you know, here's the thing. Today, when I had Funky Dineva on the show, and we talked about this whole situation, and I said, is this a situation where we're now going to look at him? And I know this is a very far-fetched comparison. Are we going to now look? I don't believe anything right out the gate. I mean, you gotta question everything at this point now. I question the Chicago PD, but the lines did get blurred. But you know, the lines got blurred because the Chicago PD was putting out a lot of information that seemed misleading, because they were the ones saying that he was doing this for a pay raise. Now, to me, and I'm gonna post this video afterwards when I get it, with me and Funky Dineva talking. You know, the thing about it was, we can't believe that that's the motive for all of this, because it seems real far-fetched. If we do the calculations, by our estimates, if he was making $65,000 per episode, and they were doing at least 22 episodes per season, he's making over $1 million. So at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know, like that's not chump change, you know, particularly for those of us who work in the entertainment industry. Y'all know that's a good coin to come by. So what's the real motive here? And how the hell did he get off so easy? Well, listen, here's the thing. How the hell did he get off so easy? And then how did he already do the community service? Seemed like she was trying to control the narrative. They did, you know what? That's so funny, because they controlled the narrative for that situation right out the gate. They really, really did. Well, not immediately. I feel like they controlled it after after he did that interview with Robin Roberts. I feel like something happened in between that period of time. It's a setup and scam, and we will never. Jamie, you're right. We will never know the truth about this. So let me ask y'all a question since we on this topic. My real thought is, what should he do next at this point? He got off because he has friends in high places who has his back. I definitely think that you're right about that. I 110% agree with you. Do y'all think that, now, let's say this did happen. Let's, for instance, say this did happen. Do y'all think that this was a situation wherein the assailants could have worn whiteface? That's my question. I want to know. And do y'all think that the reason why he was on the phone with those brothers in the middle of the night was because he needed to check on his meal plan and they told him to go get something to eat? He should hire a PR team. Yup, I agree with that. He needs to go silent. I agree with that too. Just go on somewhere. And you're right, the police captain is pissed off. Okay? Pissed off. And the police department, they're pissed off, one, because they didn't know that the prosecution was going to drop the charges, and then two, because they did want to make an example out of him, because they do believe that he's guilty, and three, now they're embarrassed. I doubt it was whiteface. First we heard they were wearing a mask. Exactly. See, these to me are the pieces of the puzzle that don't make sense, and the story just keeps on changing. And so now he was on the phone with them at 2 a.m. because he had to check out he had to find out what he needed to do for his meal plan. Like, you don't know at 2 o'clock in the morning, either you hungry or not. Like, I'm just saying, y'all think about this like this. All of us have done this. All of us have gotten off a flight late at night. If you hungry, what do? You either go get something to eat or you don't, or you get something out your fridge, right? But if I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, if it's Chicago, if it's 2 o'clock in the morning and it's cold as hell outside, either I'm not going by myself. I'm just not. I'm not going by myself. I don't go anywhere by myself late at night. I don't, because you just don't know what's gonna happen. I'm not doing a late night creeps. At this point, I don't have to, but I'm just saying, that's the thing. These are the elements of the story that I just don't believe. And I don't know about this whole whiteface situation, because I feel like even in the dead of night, you could probably tell, like, if There's a difference between somebody wearing whiteface and a ski mask. Like, what the hell? Jamie, thank you. Post mother-freaking mates. They never said the guys were white at first. The only details were racial slurs and MAGA. Exactly, exactly. So now all of a sudden, the guys could have been wearing whiteface because the dude had a picture of himself. And now this picture is circulating all over. I didn't even post it on my page because it was a little dark and blurry. So I just posted the Dave Chappelle picture on the thumbnail instead. But I'm just saying, like, this all seems a little suspicious to me. As you guys know, we're going to continue to follow this case very, very thoroughly. Because for me, I just want to know. I want to know what's going on. And I'm just trying to figure out where this is going to take us and him. And for me, you know, for black gay culture in general, or black culture, you know, there's too much that's going on in our community to make an example of us taking stats views. You know what's funny? That's a very good observation, because everybody's talking about this. If they're not talking about Wendy Williams right now, I'm not going to talk about Wendy Williams today because I'm waiting to hear some more exclusives, because y'all know she's going on hiatus next week again. And so I'm waiting to hear some more exclusives about what's going on. You know, if y'all don't know, I'm gonna put y'all onto some game. When you work for a news organization, a lot of times news organizations and news shows will get a lot of their news from the Daily Mail. If y'all don't check out the Daily Mail, that's where you can find out a lot of information. Now, the Daily Mail is based out of the UK. The cool thing about the UK is that they're like 5 or 6 hours ahead of us. So when news is breaking, or it's overnight here and it's breaking over there, so then people have time to gather their stories. So that's why you'll see Wendy Williams, The Talk, and The View, sometimes The View, mostly The Talk, and Wendy Williams. They'll do the same stories, and we do similar stories. Yeah, she's been living it. But here's the thing, though. Now she's going on hiatus again, as we mentioned that yesterday. But now she's going on hiatus again, and now it's like, okay, girl, like, was this scheduled or not? But it's really convenient that it's happening around the time that the news is breaking about this alleged baby mama and this alleged baby that's already out there. So her husband just had exactly. So my thing is now, okay, we got to follow that story. So I don't want to really touch on that too much today, but I do want to also mention that we will still be following the surviving Cardi B story, because apparently there is an alleged victim who is teetering back and forth about coming forward about the things that she allegedly did when she was allegedly robbing and drugging and robbing men. I want to know what y'all think about that situation. Should we be muting Cardi B as a result of this Cardi B hashtag that's going around because of her admission to drugging and robbing men on her live, one of her lives that she did that's come to light? I want to know what y'all think about this. Let me know down in the comments. You know, as always, we're going to be watching all of these breaking news stories, and I want to thank y'all for tuning in. If any of y'all have any questions about how to get on television, don't mute Cardi. She needs to mute herself. Yo, that is so true. She talks too much. People aren't going to mute Cardi. If anything, it's good. Men need to know this goes on. Listen, I didn't know this type of thing went on. I was completely unaware of the idea that there were women out there who were drugging and robbing men, you know, to secure the bag. It's very interesting and a complete reversal. Right, who goes on a hiatus on a Thursday? Right, she won't be back, but she will not be back to that show next week, y'all. She will not be back next week. Next week she is off the air. Yeah, so y'all let me know whether or not y'all think we should be muting Cardi B. I'm going to continue to follow that story because, number one, I'm not a hater. I love Cardi B, but I just want to know what people are thinking out there before we start really reporting on this story on the Daily Flash. If you guys are interested in learning how to get on television and learning how to work in the media, click the link in the description down below this video. But subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for joining me. We're going to be doing this live every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We're going to be coming live, doing a little chit chat, talking about the late breaking news. I want to hear from y'all. I hope y'all want to hear from me. And again, I want to say thank you guys for tuning in, and we about to be out. Right. I'm trying to get off here, but I'm reading these comments. Y'all going off today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Oh, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at DJRichieSkye if you're not already. Thanks to y'all. Love y'all.